Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Upperman Baseball on the road today at Christ Presbyterian Academy here in Nashville, closer to Brentwood on UCR. Big baseball non-district action between these two sides that were both runners-up last year in state tournaments in their respective classes. For CPA in Division II Class 2. For Upperman, of course, in Class 3A in Division 1. Both of them runner-ups a year ago. They have won state titles in the last few seasons as well. 2021 for CPA, 2022 for Upperman, and for Upperman trying to get back there as well. And Rusty, it's going to be a fun one today. Wind is blowing out. Big field. Down the lines, not as big. 305 down right, 300 down left, but 385 in center. We could see some big flies today.
Absolutely. I mean, needless to say, you just mentioned 385 to dead center. You're going to have to hit an absolute nuke to get it out there today. But down the lines, not too far, wind blowing out. Beautiful day for baseball. Beautiful facilities here at CPA. I mean, to be expected, of course, with most private schools in the state of Tennessee. But beautiful day for some baseball. Two great teams that expect to be competing at Spring Fling. We've talked about how Wes Shanks and the way he's put together the schedule, he's a little psychotic with how much he's challenged this team, but the long run was obviously planning for Spring Fling, and this is another good test for this Bees team today. Upperman
at 14-9 on the year, of course, fell to Watertown on Thursday, 5-3, a game that they led 3-0 after the first inning. Watertown scored all 5 of their runs in the second. Nobody scored after that. While they weren't able to score, Alec Wilson did a really good job in relief. Had 4 innings in that one, only allowed 3 hits, no runs, 7 strikeouts, and just the 1 walk. He had a very good relief appearance in that game against Watertown. Today it is going to be Wyatt Curtis, so getting the start today, it should be a good opportunity to get back into the win column against a very good CPA team.
Yeah, how this game starts early is going to be key for Wyatt Curtis because it's been a bit since he last pitched. You know, it's been, I think, at this point about a week since his last start, and we wondered at Watertown if maybe he gets the last inning, maybe he just gets something to keep himself loose, but Alec Wilson just did such a good job of doing his job as the long reliever in that game, kept the team in the game, gave them opportunities. They tried to rally there in the top of the 7th and just weren't able to get the job done, but Wyatt Curtis on the mound, his last couple of starts have been really, really good. If he keeps that up today, Upperman will have a chance to win. A lot easier said than done because this is a CPA team. Their lineup is loaded.
This is the Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show. Our game today presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant right here on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. We'll get into more of CPA coming up in just a little bit. Right now, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll bring you the Swallows Insurance starting lineups for both sides. You're watching Upperman Baseball here on the road at CPA, presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, Realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, Realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at CPA as we get started for this ball game, Upperman will send out in the lineup pretty much actually a little bit different today. Good to see Justin Fallon is going to be back out in center field today. It was a game time decision, decided that he can be back out there. First time in 7 games that he will be back out in the field, so it'll be good to see for Justin Fallon. He leads things off. Kane Shanks bats second at shortstop. Chris Worsing is batting third at playing right field. At first base is Alec Wilson. He'll be at cleanup today. Batting fifth is Evan Huddleston. Was in that leadoff spot, drops down to this fifth spot. He'll be out in left field. Carson Choop is at third base, batting sixth. Rookie Allison behind the plate, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Braden Green, DHing for Wyatt Curtis, who is on the mound. And Julian Yano at second base will bat ninth. Out in the field for the CPA Lions, the number 1 recruit in the state going to Tennessee, Hudson Chance leads things off. He is at shortstop. Steele Chance is the DH. Brock Bedingfield is the third baseman. Reagan McCluskey is behind the plate. Quinn Kunkel is out in right field. Weston Parker is in center field. Luke Williams is at first base. Chase Gregory in left, and Riley Gregory at second base. Jack Van Orman, a freshman, is going to be on the mound, mid-80s with his fastball, and supposedly their third best pitcher so far this season. In his last outing, he went 4 innings against Page. He gave up 1 hit, 1 run, had 6 strikeouts and 1 walk in that outing. He ended up getting the win as it went 8 innings, and they won 6-5 in extras.
Yeah, good job there in the long run. relief of giving CPA a chance to win that game. Page, typically a program that's, a winner. They win a lot of games, so a good win there for him, good performance over those 4 innings. Bees are going to have a tough time with him today, I think. But this is a team also, when you mentioned mid-80s, that's the kind of speed this team likes to hit at. The guys that are more crafty, the guys that are more in the 70s and into the 60s, those are the ones they have a little bit of a tougher time with. So seeing that fastball, if they're able to pick it up early, they'll be able to score some runs. But, again, maybe easier said than done.
We saw Hudson Chance come out during the starting lineups, the shortstop for
Massive.
CPA. He's a big fella, and there's a big reason why he's going to Tennessee next season. One of the best players in the state of Tennessee, ranked as the best player in the state of Tennessee. We're going to see him today. A lot of really good players in this game. Obviously, Justin Fallon leading things off, just recently committed to Tennessee Tech. Then you've got Kane Shanks right behind him, going to Lipscomb. And so it's going to be a lot of fun with a lot of talent in this one. Upperman coming off the loss against Watertown. CPA, they've won 5 games in a row. They're 18-8 on the year. They are the 4th-ranked team in Division II, Class 2. Of course, Upperman has already played one of those teams, and Baylor, the number 1 team in that class.
Yeah, so you kind of have an idea of what kind of talent to expect when you talk about Baylor. We saw how Baylor was able to keep Upperman a little bit off balance there and how the offense kind of struggled. I also think that was in the middle of a time where the Upperman offense as a whole was just in a little bit of a rut. They've kind of broken out of that now in the last couple of games with Gordonsville and Cumberland County, and the offense in the first inning looked really good against Watertown before Noah Murphy settled in there on the mound. But a good start today would be a good recipe for the win, especially with Wyatt Curtis on the mound. Give him some run support early, especially the way he's thrown the ball the last couple of games.
Reagan McCluskey, who is behind the plate, he's going to Dallas Baptist University, so we'll see if the Bees, if they get on base, try to run against him a little bit. He's going to have an arm. And then you've also got Van Orman on the mound, who, again, mid-80s with the fastball. Justin Fallon will lead things off here. This game presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic, right here on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network from CPA. Van Orman working out of the stretch, gets this game underway, misses high and away, ball 1.
And a little bit of a return to normalcy with this Upperman lineup with Justin Fallon back in the leadoff spot, back in the field. You like to see that as an Upperman fan. We'll see how comfortable he is in that spot today after a few games off from it.
That one also misses. 2-0 now on Justin Fallon. You mentioned it, 7 games that he has missed out in the field. He's been back in the lineup hitting, and he's been hitting really well.
Yes.
Batting over 600. Struggled a little bit against Watertown on Thursday, so he's trying to get back on track here today against a good CPA team. 2-0. That one misses high, 3-0. And all 3 misses have been high and away to Justin Fallon to start this game from Van Orman on the mound.
I think the key to Fallon's success at the plate recently has been this patience, has been working more counts. Normally we're used to him being aggressive early. He's been a lot more patient lately.
Here comes the 3-0. That one's in there for a called strike.
A little bit of a delayed strike call by the ump there, so that might mess with us a little bit today. But we are right up on top of the plate, as you all can see.
Yeah, we'll have a good guess. 385 dead center, 305 right field line, 300 left field line, and that's a leadoff walk issued to Justin Fallon. First walk of the game by Van Orman. And a runner aboard for the Bees with Kane Shanks coming to the plate. Again, the wind is blowing out, and it's blowing pretty good. So if somebody gets a hold of one here, it's got a good chance of going out of this ballpark if you don't hit it to center.
Yeah, especially down the line. We talk about it. It's 305 down the right field line. I think 300 even down the left field line. So if you're able to pull it right down the line, that wind can give you just that boost it needs to get it over the fence.
So Caden Shanks stepping in, the shortstop for the Bees. Check over to first at Fallon. He dives back in safely. Pretty good move by Van Orman. Fallon immediately back up. Got a 3-step lead. He's always a base-stealing threat. And beyond the field for the first time in 7 games today. Swinging first pitch, Shanks high in the air, drifting out towards center field. Coming on to it is the center fielder for the Lions and making the catch for out number 1, Weston Parker. We kind of hear the drone. There is a barbecue food truck behind us.
I'd imagine here in an inning or so, it is going to smell really good coming from over there.
I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
I probably won't be okay with that come about the 5th or 6th inning, though. We'll see.
When we're hungry.
Chris Worsing stepping in. He'll play right field today. He's been all over the place in the field, but he has been batting really well so far this season in his freshman season. First pitch into him. Misses away, 1-0. Alec Wilson will be on deck. He's the cleanup batter today. It's the lineup moving around a little bit after the loss to Watertown. And you've also got Wyatt Curtis on the mound. Fallon a fake steal, swinging at it, Worsing very high in the air left side. Back there, Chance from his shortstop spot, able to make the grab on the run.
We mentioned it before the game, Jacob. Not a lot of foul territory here, so it's one of those where if you foul it off, you've got a good chance of keeping the at-bat alive just because, again, not a lot of room to work with, especially when you compare it to Baxter. But not able to get enough on it there was worsening.
Down the right field line, the fence kind of juts out. It is maybe 10 feet away from that right field line.
If that, yeah.
And there is a bullpen over there. Not a whole lot of room for it. Justin Fallon over at first. At the plate is Alec Wilson with 2 gone. Breaking ball. Misses. 1-0. Was it called strike?
It was a strike, yes.
So there's that delay. It looks pretty good. Comes the 0-1. That one will miss low. Alec Wilson, he had a really good day on the mound and at the plate as well. He was 2 for 3 with 2 runs driven in against Watertown. Had the big hit in that first inning. That one misses away. 2 balls and a strike with Justin Fallon over at first.
I think especially as you look to him getting back in that cleanup spot, he's starting to swing a bat that you're used to seeing Alec Wilson swing, especially the way he started this year when he was the player of the game the first 2 games of the season. He's starting to get back to that level of play.
The 2-1 breaking ball misses low. 3 balls and a strike now to Alec Wilson. Van Orman on the mound walked Fallon to lead off the game and then got a fly out and a pop out on some very high balls. Check over to first again. Fallon back in safely and kind of slipped up diving back in that time. So it did rain overnight. They were actually dealing with some water on the surface over at first base at the plate and then right in front of the Upperman dugout as well. Fallon jumping around at first. He's going to step back on and Van Orman will step off.
I think Fallon might be in Van Orman's head a little bit there, especially with that fake like he was about to go there. Might be paying a little bit too much attention to the runner.
Another fake steal. That one's a called strike, and it's 3-2. Big moment here for Alec Wilson. A full count with 2 outs in the top of the first and a runner on first. They're not going to hold Fallon on. He's going to be going. Three and 2. And misses away. It's another walk, and now 2 runners on for Evan Huddleston.
And that's a great at-bat by Alec Wilson there. A really good job of working that count, not offering and expanding the zone, being really patient here. Now Evan Huddleston, who's really been swinging a good bat over the last week and a half or so, now he's got a chance to strike first with the game, especially with Justin Fallon's speed out there at second.
Huddleston had been in that leadoff spot, been hitting it pretty well. He gets bumped down here to the 5th spot and in a good position here with 2 outs in the top of the first to try to do some damage against this CPA team. The freshman Van Orman on the mound getting the start today. Swings at it first pitch, sends it opposite field, but right at the right fielder, and he's able to make the grab. Quinn Kunkel out there and right for the final out, and 2 runners stranded for the Bees in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of 1 with Wyatt Curtis coming to the mound. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. The lefty Wyatt Curtis toes the rubber for the Upperman Bees and getting the start today against CPA on the season. He's got a 1-2 record, 8 appearances and 4 starts. This will be his 5th start of the season, a 4.08 ERA. He does have 2 complete games. He's got 1 save, 24 innings, 39 strikeouts to 15 walks. And last time we saw him, it was against Green Hill on that pickup game late. He came out, struggled in that first inning, but did really well after that in the last 5.
Yeah, gave the team a chance to win, and the big thing for him early is command. If he's able to get ahead and work ahead early, he's a pitcher that's really tough to hit off of, especially with that fastball and the way he's been throwing it so far this year. So if he's able to locate that off speed, locate his fastball, and get it work ahead early, he'll have a chance against the CPA lineup. Obviously, not an easy start here in the leadoff spot.
Hudson Chance going to Tennessee. Number 1 player in the state of Tennessee here at the high school level. The shortstop for the Lions against Wyatt Curtis on the mound. Another good opportunity for Curtis against a good team on the other side. Here's the first pitch from Curtis. Misses outside, 1-0.
And we already alluded to it before the top of the first. That's a big teenager right
He
there.
is a big fella. Curtis with the 1-0. Misses low, 2-0. And Curtis misses 3-0 to the batter and Chance. Steele Chance standing in the on-deck circles, the DH. 3-0 is a called strike. It's 3-1.
Yeah, so far it looks like Curtis trying to keep the ball down and away from Chance there. Not a bad idea.
Comes home with the 3-1. That one misses, and Chance will earn a leadoff walk. So same thing that happened Justin Fallon and Hudson Chance over down to first base.
Yeah, we'll have to see, obviously, how this ends up playing out, but not the worst thing in the world that Hudson Chance could do to you. Certainly him swinging the bat can do a lot worse to you. So now we'll have to see how you're able to work around it, see how much they hold him on over there at first.
It'll be Steele Chance coming to the plate now. He's DHing for Jack Van Orman, who was on the mound. Back-to-back lefties to start the game here for CPA. Again, runners-up last year in Division II 2A bunting. Back to Curtis. He gloves, mishandles. Now the throw to first is in time. And a good readjustment there for the first out of the inning. It moves Hudson Chance up into scoring position at second, though.
Yeah, the bunt at first looked like it was going to be too hard to where Curtis might have had a play at second to maybe get the lead runner and maybe even get a double play if you move fast enough. But did a good job of not panicking too much when he booted the ball there. Instead, composes himself, makes the throw to first, ends up getting the out there.
So Brock Bedingfield will now step in. The third baseman for the Lions with a runner on second base and one out here in the bottom of the first. Curtis fires home. Swings first pitch. That one will be up and out of play. Towards the beautiful baseball field house. That's bouncing towards the
That's bouncing towards
Rusty Mobile
towards
over there.
today's UCR mobile.
Yeah. At least he was on a bounce.
I'll just bill him later.
Comes the 0-1. This one hit well out towards center. Fallon has a read on it. He makes the catch. Chance will advance up to third on the tag. And now we'll run 90 feet away for the Lions with 2 outs in the inning.
A good early opportunity there for Justin Fallon back in the field today. Seems like he had no issues whatsoever tracking that ball, was able to get there. And now, again, it's one of those outs you'll take. Sure, it's a productive out. It moved Chance up. But now if you're Upperman, you'll take that him being at second him being at third with 2 outs. You'll certainly take this chance. You've got an opportunity to get out of the inning with no harm done.
And there's a lot of room to cover out there in center. 385 to dead center with a tall fence. Reagan McCluskey at the plate. Now for the Lions. Misses low, 1-0.
That's a heck of a name.
It's pretty good. Breaking ball. Little miss. Curtis, pretty good start to this one. He walked the leadoff batter and Chance, and then the bunt ground out and a fly out for the first 2 outs of the inning. Well, check swing, caught the butt of the bat, I think, and that'll be a foul ball.
Yeah, that's just a tough luck foul ball there. It would have been a 3-0 count in all likelihood, but gets just enough of the bat to foul it off.
There is zero backstop here, obviously, as you can see on the camera. So not a whole lot of chances unless it kind of caroms off in a weird way. There's a called strike on the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, I think the only chance of a runner scoring from third on a wild pitch today is if it kicks off the backstop and goes up one of the lines. I don't think we're going to see a lot of that today.
Curtis readies the 2-2. Good block by Allison. So a 3-2 count with 2 outs. CPA was able to get out of it. Here comes Curtis. Swings at it, and then they'll try it again. Foul tip. And CPA actually gave up the walk to Alec Wilson and then a fly out. There in the top of the first, Curtis seeing if he can't find his first Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the day. Ready to go. Comes the payoff. Down the line and a foul ball. That one was ripped and timed up. We'll see if Curtis maybe changes up the pitch this time.
Yeah, that one, he tried to bury that one a little bit down and in to get him to chase there. He got enough of the barrel of it to foul it off pretty hard, which is out in front of it.
Back-to-back foul balls on 3-2. Here it is. Breaking ball does not drop enough. It is a walk, and it'll be runners on the corners for Quinn Kunkel, the right fielder.
Not a bad pitch at all there for Wyatt Curtis. It froze the hitter, McCluskey, there, but as he's going to make it to second now. Oh, wow.
They got him in a rundown, and Shanks drops it at second base. The run will score, moving all the way up to third, and in there safely is McCluskey. So
Wow.
they got into a rundown. Shanks mishandled it at second base. Hudson Chance scored the first run of the game. Reagan McCluskey moved all the way up to third in the process. And now Coach Shanks is having a conversation with the home plate umpire.
Something that we saw Upperman do a couple times against Cumberland County on Monday, and they got a couple extra runs out of that just because of, again, the aggressiveness and how that paid off and the innings rolled out. So tough play there for Upperman. Now you've got to kind of rebound from it if you're Wyatt Curtis and just put that behind you.
So a 1-0 start now for CPA, and a runner already at third base with Kunkel coming to the plate. Instead of it being runners on the corners and 2 outs and nobody in, it's now a run in and another runner at third base with 2 outs. Kunkel at the plate, another lefty, swinging first pitch. That'll be a foul ball. So a good start for CPA here in the bottom of the first. Striking first against the Bees, and Curtis on the mound. Comes the 0-1. Breaking ball. Drops in there for strike 2. Curtis into the motion. The 0-2. That one is ripped, and that's going to bring home the second run of the day. Kunkel puts it into the outfield for an RBI single. So 2 runs across now for the Lions. And Weston Parker is going to come to the plate, the center fielder.
Yeah, that one there looked like a little bit of an off-speed pitch there. Just caught too much of the plate, and he didn't miss it at all. He's able to get the barrel to it and line it into right for an RBI hit.
CPA is dialing up Curtis early on in this one. That was just the first hit. It allowed a couple of walks. Swings at this one, misses 0-1.
More of a slide step there from Curtis. He had been going with his full windup, his full motion there for a few pitches, so changes up the rhythm a little bit there to try to fool the hitter.
That one misses low, 1-1 with a runner on first. They've got Kunkel over there, the right fielder. And obviously the CPA team is going to be aggressive. They beat Eagleville yesterday 10-4. Eagleville, one of the best teams in 1A. They're 17-5 on the season. Runner goes. Allison picks it up late. Good throw down, but not in time. He kind of bobbled it behind the plate. The count is 2-1 now.
Yeah, a good recovery there, I thought, by rookie Allison. Had a chance, made that play a lot closer than it initially looked like it would be, but just too big of a jump there.
So now a runner on second base for CPA. They've got 2 runs across already with 2 outs. The 2-1 from Curtis swung on and missed. And evens the count up at 2-2. A little bit out in front that time was Parker.
And again, he changed his motion up just a little bit there with the full leg kick, and that got the batter's timing off just enough for him to be out in front.
2-2. Breaking ball called strike 3 for the Birdies Lounge strikeout to get out of the inning. First one of the day for Curtis. 2 runs are across, though, for CPA. It's 2-0. We're through 1. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best kept secret, with locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville. Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 2-0 lead for the Lions after 1. Getting started here in the second with the Bees back to the plate. 6, 7, and 8. Carson Troop, rookie Allison, and Braden Green against Van Orman on the mound for the CPA Lions. And for the Bees, you really felt like you played okay in that first inning, but 2 runs came across. You had the throw down to second base that Shanks was unable to handle. A run scored, and then advancing all the way up to third base in the process was Kunkel, or I beg your pardon, McCluskey, who then came home to score on the next batter, Kunkel, who was able to drive him in.
Well, and that's one of those that's the aggressiveness of CPA paying off, because when McCluskey made the decision to go to second, Wyatt Curtis made a good throw. Looked like Caden Shanks had his eye on Chance at third when he broke for the plate and just missed the ball there. And McCluskey, because he's able to get over to third, that single by Kunkel ends up scoring him. Where if he's at second, if you make a good throw, or if you make the catch there, if you're Shanks, if he's at second, he maybe doesn't score there, and it's a 1-0 game. So you got to put that behind you now. You've got to start to put together good ABs here and see if you can get those 2 runs back.
Mentioned CPA winners of 5 in a row. They are done with the regular season next Saturday, so a week from today. The Bees will have one more game after next Saturday, because they still got a few games left. Livingston Academy, Coffee County, Station Camp. I don't believe it's Green Hill for that final game again. I'll have to go back and look. But a good matchup for that final game of the year. Before district play will get started in the tournaments. First pitch in here to Carson Shoop. Is it called strike?
We're so used to umpires that have very pronounced strike calls that even if the signal's delayed, you know it's a strike. Very, very contained one today.
A breaking ball will miss high, and it goes to 1-1. Upperman losing to Watertown on Thursday. Really good game, 5-3, and when the pitchers struggled in those first couple of innings, this one is popped up right side of the infield. Drifting over the second baseman. Will make the catch for out number 1 as Riley Gregory over there for the catch.
And it seems like he's settled in on the mound over here, Van Norman has. It seems like he's done a really good job of hitting that strike zone. He's putting that ball over the zone, Upperman, and he's pitching to contact. And Upperman's making contact. They're just a little bit behind right now. Because of that, they're popping the ball up a lot.
So rookie Allison will come to the plate, the catcher for the Bees. First pitch swinging back into the net, foul ball. What are you jumping at?
I didn't know where it was. I was looking at the screen I was putting something on the screen for the scoreboard, and didn't know where the ball was, so I ducked for cover.
Comes the 0-1. Little check swing, got him to go at it, and it's 0-2.
You got to call me out like that. That's just cold. That's cold-blooded.
Beautiful setting, beautiful Saturday here in, they call it Nashville. It's a Nashville address, even though it's in Brentwood. Not sure how that works, but.
Beautiful facilities here, too. I know we were in awe of the baseball field house walking up here.
Comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. It's a strikeout for Van Orman on the mound, his first one of the day, and now 2 down in the inning. Brain Green will come to the plate.
Good 4-pitch sequence there by Van Orman. Really had rookie Allison out in front on those first 2 pitches, and then that last one just blew it right by him. Got his sight elevated a little bit on that high fastball, and Allison wasn't able to catch up to it.
And Van Orman gave up a couple of walks in the first, but has really settled in since then. And the first one in there for a called strike. Comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. It's 0-2. And again, Van Orman, just a freshman for this CPA team. Last pitched on Friday, the 17th. Last Friday. Wait, that was not the 17th, so don't know why I said the 17th. That was just what was in my head. It was Friday, though. Against Page.
As we say in journalism, close enough.
1-2. Swung on and missed. 3 up, 3 down in the second. Second strikeout for Van Orman, and the Bees go down in order. We head to the bottom of 2 as the Bees trail 2-0. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at CPA, Wyatt Curtis back on the mound for the bottom of the second. 7, 8, 9 due up for CPA. Luke Williams, Chase Gregory, and Riley Gregory. And Rusty mentioning to us a fun fact. There is a professional baseball player in the home dugout over there to the right, R.A. Dickey. And if you remember that name, he was a very good knuckleballer in the major leagues for quite some time.
I believe he won an NL Cy Young Award at one point in his career. I believe he did.
Oh, I'm sure we could look it up. Wyatt Curtis in there for the first pitch. That one's a called strike in there to Luke Williams, the first baseman.
Well, imagine being a middle school baseball player in this area and you wonder if you want to play in the high school level and you've got a chance to learn from a former big leaguer. That's pretty cool.
That's not too bad.
Especially one that, like, he's a relatively recent one and he had a very long career.
1-1 count to Williams at the plate. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Curtis, a couple of walks in that first, just the one hit, but the 2 runs came across with an error in there as well. 1-2, swing and a miss. Another Birdie's Lounge strikeout, 2 in a row now for Curtis on the mound.
Yeah, these last couple of batters, seems like he's settled the nerves down a little bit. He's settled himself down on the mound after giving up the 2 runs. Looked really good these last 2 batters. If he keeps this up, he'll give this team a chance to win today.
We'll get to some On This Day in History coming up in the top of the third. As Curtis will try to make quick work of this bottom of the order in the CPA lineup. That one misses inside, and it's 1-0. We're checking down to first. As the first base umpire's having a conversation with Alec Wilson he wasn't quite ready for. 1-0. Fouled back, 1-1. Hey, you're not the only one to jump.
I didn't jump that time
Yeah,
either.
you weren't the only one.
I will not be slandered on this live stream.
Great crowd on hand for both sides. Stands are filled. They've got chairs out to the right and the left.
We are in the middle of it, too.
The 1-1 misses, and it's 2-1 now on Gregory at the plate. Curtis readies out of the windup, the 2-1 pitch. It'll miss inside. 3 balls and a strike now to the left fielder. Hey, keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you give us a like if you haven't done so already in the Facebook comments. That one misses, and it is the 3rd walk issued now by Curtis, not even through 2 innings of work. And the first runner here in the second. Make sure you give us a share as well. And then if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you. And Riley Gregory will step to the plate now, the second baseman for the Lions. See if he can't flip it back over the top of the lineup in Hudson Chance. Curtis looks over at first. A stab bunt throw down to first. Not in time. Diving back in safely was Gregory. It will be a strike 1.
Tell you what, that was a heck of a pick by Alec Wilson there at first base, because if he doesn't make that pick, that ball is probably ends up in the right field corner, and you might be talking about a runner at third with nobody out.
1-0 count to the batter in Riley Gregory. Runner goes as it gets away from Allison. It'll go to 1-1 with 1 out now. And you were correct about R.A. Dickey having a Cy Young, by the way.
Yeah, I looked it up. He led in just about every major category,
2012.
too. Yep. I think he was 20-6.
He
led the league in complete games, shutouts, innings. Like he was a heck of a knuckleballer.
1-1. Allison able to knock it down. As Gregory kind of bouncing around there at second base. Chase Gregory at the plate is Riley Gregory. 2-1 now to Riley at the plate. Curtis has struggled a little bit with the command today. Comes the 2-1. Runner goes. Allison down to third. Throw is there, and he is out. Tag applied by Shoop. And the first runner caught stealing by rookie Allison behind the plate today.
And maybe that's the one that gives him momentum. Rookie Allison, you got to run on him at your own risk, because trying to take any base on him is hard, especially third base, a little bit of a shorter throw. He has a cannon of an arm, and he guns one to third there.
Second strike as well, so it's a 2-2 count now with 2 outs. Curtis trying to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, got him to swing at it. A Birdie's Lounge strikeout in a quick inning for Wyatt Curtis as he faces the minimum in the second. We head to the third. On This Day in History is coming up. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic, the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Through 2 innings of work here at CPA, it's a 2-0 lead for the home team, the Lions. The Bees coming back to the plate, 9-1-2, Juju Yano, Justin Fallon, and Caden Shanks. For on this day in history, Rusty, we're going to go back to 1920. Player-manager Gavy Kravith brought himself in as a pinch hitter and cranked a 3-run home run. They would win the game 3-0 as the Phillies beat the New York Giants that day. That was his only home run of the year and his final home run of his career.
Picked the right day to bet on himself then. It's a pretty massive run. Obviously not like Jonte Porter did.
Why don't we have player managers anymore?
That would be really – that's something that it's a foreign concept because we're so far removed from those being a thing. I can't even remember who the last one was that did it, but obviously, 1920, obviously over a century ago.
Yano swings at this one, pops it up, drifting towards the out of play, and it will land out of play right on top of the CPA dugout. Juju Yano struggled last few games, but got a hit in his last at bat against Watertown. It was a big one to keep the inning going in the top of the 7th. We're unable to get any runs across, but they were able to get that one, and he was able to get a big hit, mainly just for confidence sake.
Well, and it was a good swing that he put on the ball too. You know, it wasn't a bad swing. It wasn't a bad pitch either. It was a really good pitch on the inner third of the plate, as they call that one a strike. Wow.
Yeah, they said he went on the check swing.
Okay, but did a good job of getting the barrel to the ball in the inner third. He got enough of it to line a single into left. They just couldn't finish the rally off.
Comes the 0-2 from Van Orman. That one will miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bees trying to get a little something going. Had 2 runners on in the first and stranded both of them. Breaking ball, got him to swing at it. Now 3 strikeouts in a row for Van Orman on the mound. And he has retired now 5 in a row in the Bees lineup.
Yeah, now as you get to the top of the lineup again, you're looking for these guys to be that spark. As now you've had one time through, you've seen Van Orman and what he has to offer. Now you can see if you can make any adjustments to what he's done at the plate or what he's done on the mound that's made him successful.
Fallon drew a walk to lead off the ball game. He's back in there here for his second plate appearance. Breaking ball misses way outside, 1-0. Defense pretty straight up on him. Fallon, he's got power everywhere. Especially here with the wind blowing out towards left today. That one misses outside, 2-0. Of course, he's missed the last 7 games in the field. First game back in center field today after going out before the first DeKalb County game. 2-0. Popped up right side in foul territory, drifting towards the fence. And it will land in foul territory for strike 1.
Yeah, we talked about there. That's one that in Baxter, that ball is in foul territory, and you've got enough room to make a play there. Here, not nearly as much foul territory as he was right up on the screen there as that one got over the net.
Yeah, they've got from first base to the fence is maybe 15, 20 feet. And then it narrows as you get deeper down that right field line. There's not a whole lot at all. Comes the 2-1 from Van Orman. Really good breaking ball, but it's drilled by Fallon down the line. That'll be extra bases. Fallon takes a turn at first. Pretty good throw coming in. Fallon will slide in safely for the South Willow Auto Clinic double.
Yeah, he got all of that ball. He got a ball up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He got the barrel on it, turned on it, sent it down the left field line for a double. Maybe that's the spark here that Upperman needed, is you've got the heart of the order up with a chance to cut into this lead.
Runner in scoring position now with 1 gone in the inning. Caden Shanks, who he's also got a lot of power, will come to the plate again. Flew out to center his first time up on the pop fly.
You can see how hard that ball was hit as well because it ricocheted hard off of the wall out there. I think it bounced maybe once before it hit the wall, and they got that ball back in very quickly.
It's kind of a metal paneling wall as well, so it bounces a little bit harder. It's not the chain link as you'll see in a lot of high school fields. First one in there. Shanks misses 1-0. Good opportunity here for the Bees. One of the best ones of the game since the first inning. They are holding Fallon on at second. That one misses away, 2-0. Chris Worsing in the on-deck circle. As Shanks trying to do a little damage here with a lot of speed at second base.
There is a massive hole defensively where they're playing. That's going to be a balk.
Yep.
Wow. Well, now it doesn't matter what I was about to say. I was going to say there was a big hole between short and third where Chance was playing a little bit closer to the second base side. But now it doesn't matter. Now you're just looking for hard contact somewhere to drive Fallon in.
Pitching coach R.A. Dickey was asking for the home plate umpire to explain to him why it was a balk. It was just a freshman on the mound here in Van Orman for CPA. 3-0, or beg your pardon, 2-0, misses inside, now 3-0.
I don't imagine Van Norman is going to give Shanks anything to hit here because you've got a base open at first. You can set the double play up, but I also don't imagine you don't want to just give in.
He gets the called strike, and it's 3-1. Now it's go time for Shanks with a runner 90 feet away. One gone in the inning. Comes the 3-1. Swung on, out to center again. Drifting back the center fielder. It's going to be deep enough to bring in Fallon in the first run of the game for the Bees, and a sac fly RBI for Caden Shanks.
And it does the job. That's exactly what you wanted to do if you were Caden Shanks. You wanted to, at the very least, get that run in from third, even if it means making it out, a productive out. Good swing as well, level, hits the ball hard to center field. Good job of getting that run in from third.
So 2-1 now. You're in the top of the third inning, and Chris Worsing coming to the plate for the second time. Popped out to Hudson Chance in shallow left field his first time up. Breaking ball swung on, right side. First baseman over there in foul territory, the shallow foul territory that it is. It almost drifted back into fair territory. And it will be the final out of the inning as Chris Worsing pops out to the first baseman in Luke Williams. Top of the third is done. We head to the bottom of three. It's 2-1 with the Bees on the board. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Back here at CPA, and the Bees on the board with the Caden Shanks sac fly. Justin Fallon came home to score their first run. It's 2-1. Coming to the plate for CPA here in the bottom of the third inning will be the top of the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. Hudson Chance, Steele Chance, and Brock Bedingfield. Hudson Chance walked his first time up, came around to score the first run of the game. We're going to be doing something new coming up in the fourth. As my beautiful fiance suggested, we put the trivia question in the options in the comments. So that way it's a little easier to read and you can participate along. So we'll be doing that coming up in the top half of the fourth. Strike one in there to Hudson Chance. Breaking ball falls in there for strike two, and it's 0-2. Curtis in the windup, the 0-2. Swung on, out towards center. Fallon still drifting back at the wall and makes the catch over his shoulder. And that is where that wind plays a huge factor today. That ball didn't seem like it was hit terribly well, but it just kept drifting back and back and back. And Fallon able to make the catch. One gone here in the bottom of the third. And that's where it helps to have your great center fielder and Justin Fallon back.
Absolutely. Him being back absolutely makes a difference there because the wind just kept pushing and pushing and pushing that ball. To its credit, Chance hit that ball really, really hard. He got a lot of it. Fallon just doing a good job. First move was back, and he was able to go and cover all that ground to get there.
Steal Chance at the plate now. That's a foul ball. And Curtis now ahead in the count 0-2. Got ahead on Hudson. Chance 0-2. Got the fly out. Now ahead on Steal Chance 0-2. He worked a clean inning in the second after he got a runner caught stealing thanks to rookie Allison behind the plate. Breaking ball doesn't break, and it goes to 1-2 as the wind picks up just a little bit, blowing out towards left field. Curtis pauses. The 1-2. Did he get him? Nope. 2-2.
Just about did. I actually don't know how Chance got out of the way there.
Comes the 2-2 pitch from Curtis. Swung on, foul ball. We'll do it again. Yeah, we saw that against Cumberland County when Kane Shanks was on the mound. So if you've got that elbow pad on, you're less inclined to move out of the way. Sometimes on those inside pitches.
Free base is a free base.
Yeah. Comes the 2-2 again from Curtis. Misses low, and the count is run full now, 3-2. Head coach Larry Nesbitt in that third base coach's box barking out some instructions for Steal Chance at the plate. The payoff. Hit well, left center. Left fielder Huddleston is out there and will make the catch just shy of the wall. You can tell now that those fly balls, they're traveling pretty well. They've got the outfielders, especially in left, playing very deep.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the main reason why Evan Huddleston's able to make the play there is he's only playing maybe about 15 to 20 feet in front of the wall. So he's out there playing deep, and he was able to make the play there for the out.
So Brock Bedingfield, the third baseman, will come to the plate now. He flew out to center his first time up. 2 gone in the inning. Here in the bottom of the third. Trivia coming up next in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Curtis ahead 0-1.
And in the event that you miss it, there will be a comment in the comment section with the question and the answer choices.
Look for Rusty's comment. Jacob Vincent alongside Rusty Ellis today on UCR. Swing and a miss again. Noah is locked in. He's got some wedding duties this weekend, so he'll be back next week. He's already married, though. This one, good breaking ball, fouled off, and a good battle swing by Bedingfield to stay in the count 0-2. Curtis trying to work another 3-up, 3-down inning. Albeit he gave up a base runner in the last inning, but he got him caught stealing. 0-2. Swing and a miss, another birdie's lounge strikeout for Wyatt Curtis. His 4th one of the day so far. We are through 3 innings of play. It's 2-1 here in Nashville. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Back here in the top of the fourth at CPA, it's a 2-1 lead for the Lions. The Bees coming to the plate 4, 5, and 6. Alec Wilson, Evan Huddleston, and Carson Shoup. Van Orman still on the mound for the Lions. Rusty, you ready for trivia?
Yes, sir.
All righty, and you guys can comment along with us in the comments as well. Rusty will be posting the question. He has already posted it. The answer options are there as well. Which left-handed pitcher led the American League in strikeouts 7 years in a row? Sandy Koufax, Whitey Ford, Lefty Grove, or Randy Johnson? Once again, which left-handed pitcher led the American League in strikeouts 7 years in a row? Sandy Koufax, Whitey Ford, Lefty Grove, or Randy Johnson?
That is
Give your guesses.
excellent trivia question.
Rusty put on there A, B, C, and D.
I don't know why I did.
No, it helps. And we'll bring you the answer coming up in the bottom of the fourth. This game has turned into a really good one. A hit to either side. 2 runs across for CPA so far with an error in there as well. And it's a 2-1 lead for the Lions. The Bees trying to get on the base paths here with Alec Wilson leading things off. It's turned into a beautiful afternoon here in Nashville. Swinging first pitch, right side, high in the air. Few players going out for second baseman Gregory. Snow cones that one for out number 1.
Yeah, and he kind of reached out at the last second there to make that play, doing a good job of covering all that ground from second base. Just about fell in for a no-man's land single for Alec Wilson, but a good play there defensively.
So it'll be Evan Huddleston coming to the plate now, lined out to right field, and Kunkel is last time up. Van Orman in the windup, the breaking ball. Misses a little bit inside, 1-0. These two teams will get ready for district play next week. For CPA, they'll take on Father Ryan on Tuesday and Wednesday. And for Upperman, they get Livingston Academy, trying to clinch another regular season title.
Got a couple trivia question guesses already. Both of them are saying Lefty Grove. We'll have to find out if that's accurate or not.
We'll find out in the next inning.
I'm excited. This is probably one of your
Half
best.
inning.
This is one of the best trivia questions you've done because it really could be any of them.
3-0 to Huddleston. He's staying the whole way, and he's going to be taking a trip down to first base. Another walk. First walk issued since the first, with the third walk of the game for Van Orman, and a runner on with 1 out now for Carson Shoup.
We have a third guess for Lefty Grove as well, as Noah has chimed in and
There
has
you
chosen
go.
Lefty Grove.
Carson Shoup popped out to Gregory at second base his last time up. He's trying to get it going today. Both pitchers have been really solid. Only 1 hit for either side. It was Justin Fallon for the Bees in the last inning with the double off the wall. And Quinn Kunkel single to right in the first for the Lions. That one misses, and it's 1-1. And for Curtis, he's kind of dealt with that first inning where, same thing against Green Hill. Didn't necessarily pitch bad, just some weird things went on defensively. Couldn't really get it going. Same thing happens here against the Lions.
Well, and he's done a good job really since then as that one misses outside, too. He's done a good job since then of bearing down and keeping CPA in check. He's given up a base runner or 2 here and there, but the rookie Allison throw out down at third and the good pitches he's made, he seems like he's got CPA a little off balance now.
2-1. Shoup drills that one out to left. That'll be down for a hit. Huddleston into second base. Shoup is at first, and it's a single to put 2 runners on now for rookie Allison.
And as we've seen the last week, this is the part of the lineup that's been able to kind of create some momentum and give this lineup a spark. So Carson Shoup keeps his hot bat going, and now rookie Allison an RBI chance to maybe tie this ball game.
Rookie Allison struck out his first time up. He was the first strikeout victim for Van Orman on the mound, who is now up to 3.
Very well. Might see rookie Allison bunt here as well to see if you can just get the runners moved over. Or maybe you just force the defense to try to make a play here. It's a very good defense. They've made some good plays today.
We've got McCluskey behind the plate, who does have an arm, we have seen. Huddleston at second, Shoup at first. Rookie Allison at the plate. The Bees trail 2-1 here in the top of the fourth. That one misses. I beg your pardon. It hits the edge of the zone, strike 1. Once again, the trivia question in the comments along with the options. Go ahead and give your guesses, and we'll bring you the answer coming up in the bottom of the inning.
That was a fantastic idea to do that.
Can thank Desiree for that one. She's got some pretty good ideas. Time called here by rookie Allison as a long look in by Van Orman. A little bit of action going on in the Upperman bullpen. Check down to first base as the throw behind Shoop. Not there in time. The pitch,
Believe it was a ball.
believe so. Two
Yeah.
pitchers actually warming up in the Upperman bullpen. Gonna guess that one of them, I don't know who those would be actually.
Kind of hard to tell from our angle.
Swing and a miss there on the breaking ball, and rookie Allison behind in the count 1-2. Of course, they've got to be ready to save your pitchers for Livingston Academy on Monday and Tuesday. And Wyatt Curtis has been really good through 3 innings as the wind has really picked up, blowing out towards center. Gust comes through in a 1-2 count with a 1 out. Allison chokes up, fastball misses away. It's 2-2. Big opportunity here. Rookie Allison, the catcher for the Bees. And now they're actually going to send a pitcher down to the CPA bullpen as well. They'll get a little action going. Comes the 2-2. Breaking ball, good layoff by Rookie, and it's a full count now with 1 out.
And this is a big, big pitch up coming because now you've got a chance here to load the bases with 1 out with Braden Green coming up, who's again has come through and has had some pretty good swings over the last week and a half. Chance to maybe tie it up and take the lead here. So big pitch up coming for both Van Norman and for Allison.
Payoff pitch upcoming with 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Bees. They trail 2-1. Here it is. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Big pitch there by Van Norman for the second out of the inning and his 4th strikeout of the day. It'll be Braden Green coming to the plate, the DH with 2 outs. So action in both bullpens now, of course, I mentioned it. Big district for Upperman, region for CPA, as they just have region. They don't have districts.
I like that.
There's a called strike in there. Nope, never mind. It's 1-0.
Well, now we've had one of each of those kinds of calls this inning.
Van Norman out of the stretch. That one's going to hit him, and it's going to load the bases. So Green is going to make his way down to first. I think that actually caught McCluskey as well. He's a little bit shaken up, so he kind of walks it off behind the plate. And now Juju Yano is going to be at the plate with bases loaded and 2 outs.
A big opportunity to help himself break out of this slump here. If you can put together a good 8B here, maybe coax a walk or something, because Van Norman has been a little more erratic this inning. You can coax a walk here and get, flip the lineup back to Justin Fallon at the top of the order and tie this game up. That'd be big for Juju Yano.
All right, Dickey just came out of the dugout here on the near side, looking down at the bullpen for CPA, telling the guy to whoever is down there, hey, let's hurry up the warm-up a little bit here. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Yano is going to call time. A little bit of gamesmanship here before the first pitch. Again, just a freshman on the mound for Van Norman and CPA.
And he was really good over the first 3 innings, too. He was really impressive.
Fastball. That one's a called strike. He's trying to battle here. He's had a couple of good innings. Clean in the second, gave up the run in the third. And now bases loaded with 2 outs here in the 4th. Big opportunity for the Bees. Juju Yano trying to cash in. The 0-1. Check swing. It's 0-2. Van Norman trying to work around some trouble. Bring his prolific Lions offense back to the plate in the bottom of the inning. 2-1 lead right now for CPA. The Bees trying to tie or take. Misses away, 1-2. Yano just trying to poke this one into the outfield. Trying to find some green grass. Van Norman, the 1-2, off the end of the bat. He stayed back just enough on that breaking ball to stay alive.
Yeah, right now, he's just got to shorten that swing up a little bit. Seems like it's a really elongated swing, and he's just trying to do a little bit too much. You want to just shorten that swing up and just keep fighting off until you get something good that you feel like you can drive.
One, two, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Bees. Here it is. Breaking ball. Right side, Gregory makes the catch on the fly for the final out of the inning. It was off the end of the bat and a wild spin on it, but Gregory able to make the catch anyways on that second base position. Strands 3 runners for the Bees. The Lions still have a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of 4. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Looking back here at CPA, 2-1 lead as the Lions come back to the plate. Wyatt Curtis still on the mound for the Bees, and he has been dominant ever since that first inning, allowing the 2 runs. He has gone 1-2-3, 1-2-3 in the second and third. He'll try to do it again against 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. Reagan McCluskey, Quinn Kunkel, and Weston Parker. Let's get to the trivia answer. The question is in the comments. Which left-handed pitcher led the American League in strikeouts 7 years in a row? Sandy Koufax, Whitey Ford, Lefty Grove, or Randy Johnson?
I'm going to go Lefty Grove.
You are correct.
Yes.
Lefty Grove from 1925 through 1931, his first 7 years of his career. 209 strikeouts in 1931. He also won the MVP that year, had a career record of 301-41 in 17 seasons in the big leagues.
That's pretty good.
That's not too shabby. First pitch in here to McCluskey. I beg your pardon, not McCluskey. That is, yes it is.
So we're in agreement here. This is absolutely the second trivia question this week that Noah McKay has looked up. It's a joke. Don't fire me.
It's 0-2 here. McCluskey has to take a step out. Curtis readies. Breaking ball. That'll miss away. 1-2. Gets nice and warm here when the wind stops blowing a little bit with the sun beating down.
Now it's a beautiful day.
1-2. That one is hammered down left field, and you can kiss that baseball goodbye. That ball was crushed. There was about a 20-foot, if not 30-foot wall in left field, and it cleared it easily right in front of the football field over there in left. McCluskey hammers one, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, McCluskey got every bit of that one. He hit it up into the wind, and the wind really didn't have to help that one, as that one probably landed just outside of the football field over there. He crushed that one, and one that Curtis tried to bury that one down and in on him, and he just wasn't able to get it down far enough.
On a 1-2 count, he gives up his 3rd home run of the season. That was one where you looked at Evan Huddleston in left, and he did not move a muscle. That ball was absolutely hammered. First pitch swinging here by Quinn Kunkel. Fouls it back into the net, 0-1.
Well, credit McCluskey as well as a good swing. He adjusted to that being down and in really, really well. Just kind of dropped the bat head on it and was able to get it more than enough elevation to clear that wall out there.
So Curtis gets a breaking ball in there, 0-2 now on Kunkel. We'll see what he goes to. And the count 0-2. Just drifted, like you said, drifted it out over the plate a little too much to McCluskey, who has obvious power. That one popped up, left foul territory. Shoop is over there at the fence. And I believe he made the catch. He did for out number 2. Couldn't quite see it, but he did make the catch because they're throwing it around the horn.
Neither could anyone at home with our angle, but he made the catch. You can take our word for it.
So 1 out now in the inning. And Weston Parker will come to the plate, the center fielder. It's not an easy catch over there, and mentioned it. There is no foul territory, and we could see it. It came down pretty much right at that fence line, so a nice catch by Carson Shoop. There's a called strike on the outside corner to Weston Parker.
I'm kind of amazed because it looked like it was going to hit the net at first, and I'm amazed it didn't hit the net.
That one a called strike as well. Curtis really working that outside part of the zone well here early on. He just made the one mistake to Reagan McCluskey, who cashed in on an absolute bomb. 0-2. And got him by that time. Another birdie's lounge strikeout. 5 on the day for Wyatt Curtis and 2 outs in the inning.
And a good rebound here from Wyatt Curtis. Gives up the bomb, but has really just kind of put that behind him quickly. He moved on from it. He's pitched really well these last 2 hitters. He's locating well. Doesn't seem like that bothered him very much.
There are 6 people down in the bullpen right now for CPA. And I think there's only 1 pitcher warming up, unless they're sending another pitcher out there now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rule is. I'm pretty sure someone is supposed to have a helmet on down there, though, since they're in the field of play.
Yeah, they've got 1 guy watching. He does have a glove at least. It's 1-1 here to the batter in Luke Williams. That one misses. It's 2-1. 2 outs in a row after the home run to McCluskey. 3-1 lead right now, and that's the thing. Only 2 hits in the game for CPA. Curtis has been really solid. Breaking ball, called strike.
Yeah, you know, if this ends up holding up and this is your final score, you can't really blame Wyatt Curtis here because he's pitched really, really well. Just had some tough luck in the first and then missed on that 1 pitch to McCluskey here in the 4th.
Curtis, right side of the infield. Yano, after a big hop, gloves and throws on to first for the final out. Gives up the leadoff home run to Reagan McCluskey, works around it for 3 straight outs and gets the ground out, put out 4-3 to end the inning. We head to 5. It's a 3-1 lead for CPA. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by the Southwood Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at CPA, 3-1 with the Bees coming to the plate here in the top of the 5th. It is the top of the lineup coming up as well. 1, 2, and 3. Justin Fallon, Caden Shanks, and Chris Worsing. And we'll try to do it against a new pitcher as Bo Turner is on the mound now.
Yeah, lefty on the mound. Looks like a little bit less velocity, a slower windup, so you're going to have to adjust your timing pretty quickly here, especially with that bat's starting to dwindle. He's got a big old breaking ball that you can just see that he just threw. So, again, adjustments are going to have to be made by the top of the order, but this is the part of the lineup you want up late in the game to try to start a rally and get things going.
He came in and got a save against Creekwood on Saturday the 13th. Faced 2 batters, gave up a hit, and got a strikeout to get the save. They won 7-4. So the lefty coming in here, that was his last appearance a week ago, and is going to have to face the top of the lineup here in the top of the 5th.
Thought a really good outing from Van Norman. Really impressed him as a freshman. Controlled the zone early, didn't let the early inning trouble bother him, and even there in the 3rd, thought he did a good job of working around the damage and limiting it to just the 1 run. Worked out of the bases loaded jam there in the 4th as well. Was really impressed by what he had today.
3-1 lead right now, and you mentioned Van Orman. He was great. 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts against a very good Upperman lineup. So now it'll be Bo Turner to take things over on the mound in relief here in the 5th. First pitch into Justin Fallon is a called strike on the outside corner. And that's pretty much been a strike all day long, even though it may seem a little bit outside. Although we don't have the greatest, I don't at least, I'm a little bit off-centered. Breaking ball, wow, that had a lot of movement.
Yeah, that one, as you can see, bounced a little early in the dirt there. It took such a big hop that it hit up in the net above where the fence is right here. So, yeah, he's got a big old breaking ball, so it's one that you're going to have to sit back on if you're Upperman. You don't want to be out in front of that one because you're not going to be able to do much with it.
1-1 to the leadoff batter and Fallon. That one skips in the dirt. McCluskey picks it out. We still have more movement over there in the CPA bullpen as well. Upperman, same thing.
It's a party down there on down the right field line.
Yeah. One, a little two-seam action, but a little bit high, and it's 3-1. Fallon has been aboard twice. He walked in the first. He drilled a double off the wall in the third. Came around to score the first run of the game for the Bees. 3-1 coming from Turner. Misses low. It's another walk drawn, and the first walk issued by Turner on the mound.
And that's the exact kind of at-bat you need to open an inning against a new reliever that you haven't seen. Is Fallon was patient there, didn't expand his zone and swing at anything outside of the zone, did a good job working that walk. Now for Caden Shanks, you're looking for the same here, but if you get something early in the count that you can drive, because he's going to want to, Turner's going to want to get over and get ahead with a strike here early, see if you can do something with it here.
So Caden Shanks will be at the plate now with a runner on first base. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Lefty Turner on the mound. Breaking ball.
Good pitch.
Drops in there for strike one.
Such a big looping curve, too. It starts and it feels like it's 2 or 3 feet above your head, and then it just darts back into the zone.
Shanks had the sac fly RBI to score. Fallon back in the third. Flew out in the first. Hit 2 balls out to center field. Second one was a little bit deeper. He's trying to get this one even deeper and maybe tie this game.
Goose asked with R.A. Dickey being the pitching coach if there were any knuckleballers. That I don't know if it's a knuckleball, but that curve certainly looks lethal.
It moves a lot. Yeah, we haven't seen any knuckleballs yet. Check over to first, and Fallon is back in safely. He was reading it the whole way.
Got a really big lead over there at first, considering there's a lefty on the mound.
Trying to get into the mind a little bit. Shanks. That one missed high and inside. The count goes to 2-1. Nobody out here in the top half of the fifth with the Bees. At the plate, Shanks is there. Fallon over at first. They trail by 2. That breaking ball broke too much, and it misses outside. Oh, wait. They called that a strike?
Ouch.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That looked low and outside. So it's been a pretty consistent zone all day. That has certainly not been called a strike.
That one was not good. I think we can honestly say that. 2-2. Breaking ball again. Ripped down the line, and that's going to get through. Fallon at second. Shanks, he's looking for 3 here. He already takes the turn. Fallon is going to come home to score. Shanks slides in safely for an RBI triple. How about that from Caden Shanks? That's how you answer back after a missed call.
Yeah, turnabout's fair play as he drills that one down the right field line, and we all know Caden Shanks, the moment he sees that ball get past the outfielder, he's thinking 3 out of the box, and that hustle, that's ultimately what made the difference there. It was a really, really close play at third. He gets in ahead of the tag, and now that tying run just 90 feet away with nobody out and the middle of your order due up.
Coach Nesbitt comes out to talk it over. Already a career record for Shanks in triples. He just continues to add on to that number. That is his 9th triple of the year and brings home another run. It's 3-2. Chris Worsing at the plate. Shanks over at third. Nobody out still here in the top of the fifth. Fastball. That one hit well out to center. The catch is made. Shanks on the run. The throw comes in, not in time, and we are tied. Sac fly, or sac line drive, I should say, for Chris Worsing. Scores another run.
And Worsing does a good job there of just getting enough of that ball to get it deep enough to the outfield. You don't have to hit it too deep with Caden Shanks' speed over at third. He gets a good jump, and despite a good throw, is able to get in ahead of the tag. We've got a tie game here, Jacob.
First 3 batters in, they have scored 2 runs. It's 3-3. After Shanks put it to the wall, able to slide in safely on the triple. It was a good throw. They weren't even looking at home at Fallon. They were giving up the run. They tried to get Shanks over at third. Worsing does his job. Did that one not bounce in the dirt?
That looked, yeah, that looked like it was at his shoe tops.
Strike 1 to Alec Wilson.
I'll hold my tongue on that.
That breaking ball missed outside.
That one actually did bounce.
Yeah, now we really got to win. By the way, if you guessed Lefty Grove in the comments, congrats on the trivia answer. other than Noah. I still don't believe that he doesn't look these up. I don't know.
He definitely looked Tim Keefe up.
He definitely looked that one up. I know for a fact. Breaking ball down the line, a foul ball. 1-2. Nobody out, or one out, I should say, here in the top of the fifth. The Bees have tied this game up. And kind of given new life to Wyatt Curtis if they decide to throw him back out there.
Yeah,
Why
and if they don't, you've taken him off the hook.
Yep.
Because he's pitched really well today, just had a little bit of tough luck outside of the homer.
That one is drilled by Wilson.
Uh-oh.
Sends it on a right out to left. Right in front of the wall. It would have hit the wall, but the catch is made by Chase Gregory instead, right before it for the second out.
Yeah, I think Alec Wilson was maybe just a hair out in front of that ball. If he sits back a half second longer, I think you're talking about a bomb to left field and a 4-3 Upperman lead. But a really good swing there by Alec Wilson.
Yeah, Chase Gregory, a good bounce on it, too. Evan Huddleston now at the plate with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth after the Bees have already tied it up. Swinging first pitch, fouls it up and out of play towards some of the cars. Ooh, fortunately, he bounced in the grass and lands softly.
Here we were parking about 2 hours ago thinking I was safe. We might have been wrong.
Yeah, and then the very first foul ball almost caught you. And it may have on the bounce, though.
Don't put that negative energy on
we're
me.
fine. There's a good pitch. Turner gets it in there for strike 2, 0-2. Trying to work around the couple of runs. Keep it tied for right now. Obviously, you can trust your offense. They've got all kinds of firepower, but Curtis, he's been good on the mound. We'll see if they bring it back out for the bottom of the fifth. Comes the 0-2 from Turner. Breaking ball, misses outside. Well, the Bees have done their job. It was Justin Fallon working a walk. Kane Shanks gets it through the right side of the infield after the first baseman, and Williams was unable to field it. And swung at there. May have been ball 2. Instead, it's a foul tip. And the count stays at 1-2.
Well, I think McCluskey, you saw kind of him pounding the glove in frustration. I think he feels like he should have made the squeeze on that one for the out. So, new life here for Evan Huddleston.
Huddleston will step back in with a 1-2 count and 2 outs. Turner working out of the stretch, a long look in. There it comes. Breaking ball. Ooh. He about got Shoop. He about got some of the assistant coaches down there in front of the Upperman dugout.
Yeah, that'll wake you up a little bit if you're Carson Shoop down there. Had quick enough reflexes to get out of the way, but you can tell with that swing right there and some of the swings we've seen, they're seeing the ball really well off of Turner right now. It'll be interesting to see if CPA sticks with him going into the 6th inning as well.
That curveball has a lot of movement on it. See what he goes with here on 1-2 and 2 outs. Fastball that time bounces in the dirt. And it's 2-2 now to Huddleston.
This is a great AB by Evan Huddleston. Really, really good AB to see a lot of pitches. He's fouled off some tough ones. He's spit on some of the ones that have been in the dirt. Really good AB.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Evan Huddleston at the plate. 2 runs already across for the Bees. 2 outs in the inning. Turner fires the breaking ball. Misses. And we have run full. Out of the stretch comes Turner with the payoff. Fastball bounces, and it's a walk drawn by Evan Huddleston. Second walk here in the inning. And a runner on first base now for Carson Shoop.
Yeah, I said in a 2-2 count, that was a great AB. That was a heck of an AB by Evan Huddleston there. Fell behind early 0-2, battled all the way back to fill the count up, fouled off some tough pitches, and now Carson Shoop, a really hot bat that's up right now. Maybe you put Evan Huddleston in motion here, go with a little hit and run action. You can maybe take the lead here.
Shoop singled his last time up. It's 1 for 2 today. Runner on first base with 2 outs. Swings at this one, pops it up in a foul ball.
That one was headed straight for the barbecue food truck, I think.
It is absolutely gorgeous out today. Right around 70 degrees. It's warmed up there. The wind blowing, though, just enough for a sweater. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on first base. Here's the 0-1. Well, check swing, and a miss is low.
And a good job by Shoop of checking his swing there. Was able to pull back just enough to avoid the strike and tie the count up at 1-all.
1 ball, 1 strike. Huddleston over at first with speed. Turner comes home to Shoop. The breaking ball swung on, popped up in the infield, and playable for Gregory at second base. He will make the catch for the final out of the inning. 2 runs across, though, for the Bees, and we've got a brand new ball game heading to the bottom of 5. 3-3. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bottom of the 5th here, and a change on the mound. It's a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen, and, well, they went to the well of Alec Wilson on Thursday against Watertown. He was really, really good. They're going to do it again today. He only threw 43 pitches on Thursday, so he's good to go today against CPA and calling his number, trying to save Wyatt Curtis a little bit as well. Wyatt Curtis was pretty solid, and now he's in line for the no decision, out of the line for the loss, I guess I should say. And Alec Wilson, a good opportunity here on the mound.
Yeah, Wyatt Curtis battled through a tough first inning where you saw the misplay at short from Shanks on the rundown they could have set up there, and then gives up the RBI single, gave up the home run to McCluskey there in the bottom of the 4th. But really outside of that, I felt like he was really, really solid as a whole. He pounded the zone, and Alec Wilson, who's been throwing the ball really well over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, you're going to him, and he's given this team a chance to stay in the game, a chance to win. You're asking him to do the same thing today.
Wyatt Curtis's line looks like this: 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, only 2 were earned, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts, only 66 pitches, so beneath that 74 mark. And so he'll be fresh and ready to go for the district matchups with Livingston Academy coming up next week. Leading things off here, 8-9-1 in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch swinging by Chase Gregory, and then it'll be Riley Gregory, and back to the top in Hudson Chance here in the bottom of the 5th. So a little bit different action here with Alec Wilson as well, the righty. He'll pump it in there in the 80s, close to the 80s. Of course, Wyatt Curtis, he can go upper 80s as a lefty. 1-1. Swung on and missed.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, just a different arm angle, a different view that you have, obviously righty compared to lefty. And Alec Wilson's going to work fast. He's getting that pitch in quick from rookie Allison, and he's going.
The 1-2. Hold off by Gregory, and it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
We've said it a couple times, might need to get a little bit tighter of a hat next year, though.
Alec Wilson was really, really good against Watertown. 7 strikeouts in the 4 innings there. This one off the end of the bat, but hit well. Out towards center. Fallon is there on the run for the first out.
Yeah, heck of a running grab there by Justin Fallon. Gets a good break on the ball, was hustling the entire way, and ends up calling off the right fielder out there to make the play. Good first out for Alec Wilson, allows him to settle into this game.
Kind of a last-second decision there on the swing by Chase Gregory. Riley Gregory stepping to the plate. The second baseman for CPA. He struck out his first time up against Curtis. First time facing Alec Wilson. This is going to be a ground ball left side. Shanks charging, gloves, has to make a good throw. Does, but it's not in time as Riley Gregory able to beat it out for the infield single.
Yeah, defensively, not really a lot you could do there if you're Caden Shanks. Thought he charged in on that ball good. He made a good, accurate, aggressive throw at first, but busting down the line was Gregory, and he ends up beating it out for an infield single.
Hudson Chance will come to the plate now with a runner on first and 1 out. This is a big opportunity here for CPA now in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, and it's a big, when you look at the long-term view of this game, if you can take a lead if you're Upperman, this is a big AB because this could potentially be Hudson Chance's last chance at bat, and you absolutely want that in the 5th compared to the 7th for Upperman.
Got away from rookie Allison behind the plate, but is that a called strike? It was.
Wow.
So it's 0-1 to Hudson Chance. Runner at first base with a 1 out. Wilson working out of the stretch, very long look in. Peeks over to first, ready to go. Comes home, misses outside, 1-1. Chance so far worked a walk in the first, came around to score the first run of the game for the Lions. Flew out to center his last time up on a deep ball that just kept on drifting thanks to that wind. Justin Fallon able to make the catch out there in center, just shy of the fence. Breaking ball, drops in there for strike 2. That was a really good backdoor breaking ball to the lefty.
Yeah, you could see the break on that ball away. It looked like it was going to be out in the right-handed batter's box, and then it just darts in, catches that outside corner of the plate, and now 2 strikes on Chance. Big couple of pitches coming up from Alec Wilson here.
1 out here in the inning, runner on first. Wilson, the 1-2. Right side of the infield, that'll be through. Found the open spot of the field. Out to right field, and getting it in quickly is Chris Wersing. Now 2 runners on after back-to-back singles, and not solid contact yet, just 2 ground balls.
And listen, obviously you want to get the out there, you want to make it 2 outs in the inning, and you don't want Chance on base. But if he's going to make contact and he's going to end up on base, that's far from the worst thing that he could have done there.
So now it'll be Steele Chance, the DH. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Runner on first and second. Wilson comes home, this out to left. That is going to drop. They're going to send the runner. 1 run will score. Hudson Chance is chugging it around to third. He slides in safely, and it's an RBI double for Steele Chance and gives the lead to CPA.
Yeah, just a good inside-out swing there by Steele Chance as he just flips that one out into shallow left, ends up with a double out of it. Huddleston gets it back in quickly, but not before the run scores, and you've got a pair in scoring position with 1 out for CPA.
So we got the first down and then 3 straight hits now, 2 singles and a double, and Brock Bedingfield will come to the plate with runners on second and third. Now Alec Wilson trying to pause, slow it down just a little bit. After 3 straight hits. And it's been on those first pitches. They've been aggressive early on in these counts. Good breaking ball there to get ahead for strike 1 after the swing and miss. And they're going to bring the infield in here. And swing and a miss again. He's been ahead in these counts. 2-2, got the fly out to Gregory. First pitch by Riley Gregory was a hit. Hudson Chance, he was ahead 1-2, and then first pitch by Steele Chance. That one, good. Blocked by rookie Allison behind the plate to keep it in front. It goes to 1-2.
He's made some good pitches. He's just missed a little bit earlier in some of these at-bats, and credit to CPA. They've been aggressive, and they've picked the right pitches to try to go after, and they've made solid contact.
Alec Wilson, he's at a 3.21 ERA right now after he dropped it. His last outing, really good 4 innings of work. Comes the 1-2. Misses inside. Runner trying to come home. Hudson Chance will score. Did he step on the plate? I'm going to say he did. He barely stepped on the plate. And the second run across now for the Lions.
And we talked about early in this game with the small backstop that might not be a high percentage of us seeing a play like that today. And there you go, Chance choosing to be aggressive, picked his right spot, and gives an insurance run to the CPA Lions.
Steele Chance moved up to third base as well. It's a 2-2 count with 1 out. This one back up the middle, and that's going to score another run. Just kind of squirted it out to the middle, and again, no solid contact with the exception of Steele Chance, who put it out to left field. Everything else has kind of been off the end of the bat, ground balls. That one, an off the end of the bat out to center. That just kind of spun out there, and it scores another run, an RBI single for Brock Bedingfield.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one there for Upperman, period, because even if your defense is playing back and you're conceding the run's going to score there. You may end up with an out, but you're still talking about a 3-run game. So a good response by the Lions here after Upperman was able to get the two runs in the top of the inning.
This one high in the air out to center. Fallon calling off the rest of his counterparts. Comes in to make the catch for out number 2. First pitch swinging there by Reagan McCluskey. It'll be Quinn Kunkel now coming to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. So Alec Wilson comes on in relief here in the 5th. In place of Wyatt Curtis, has given up the 3 runs so far. Trying to hold it there for right now and seeing if his offense can't get back into it in the top of the 6th. Comes the 1-0. That one back towards us a little bit, but towards the right side of the bleachers will land in the grass behind us. And strike one. Kunkel so far, an RBI single in the first and then popped out in the fourth. Comes the 1-1 pitch. This one high in the air out towards right, but playable for Chris Wersing. He's there and will make the catch. Actually, they may have put Holroyd out there. So that is the final out no matter what. 3 runs more across for CPA. It's 6-3. We head to the top of 6 with the Bees coming back to the plate. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye.
It's another call to the bullpen for CPA. Coming out here on the top of the 6th will be Knox McLean, the third pitcher used here in this ball game, as it was Bo Turner in the 5th. Gave up those couple of runs to the Bees, so they make a change as well. And now facing at 7, 8, 9 in the lineup here in the top of the 6th. The rookie Allison, Brayton Green, and Juju Yano. The good thing is you're going to have the top of the lineup up at some point, whether it's here in the 6th or in the 7th, no matter what.
Yeah, if you're able to somehow get to them here in the top of the 6th, that means you've put together a good rally and a chance to, again, get this game closer to back even. But it all starts with the bottom part of the order. You got to have good at-bats. You got to get runners on. And you got to get them in.
So it'll be Knox McLean to be on the mound, a lefty. Back-to-back lefties now on the mound for CPA. They lead at 6-3 again. CPA 18-8 on the year, 7-3 in the Middle Region, in Division II Class 2. They were state runners-up last year in 2023. They have been state runners-up quite often. 2016, 2017, they were just in Class 2. Actually beat Upperman in the Class 2A state tournament in 2016, 5-0 in the very first game. And then runners-up in Division II Class 2A in 2019 and 2023, winners in 2015 and 2021. So they've had a lot of success in the last decade. That one misses outside to rookie Allison, who leads things off here for the Bees in the top of the 6th. I said he was a lefty. He's definitely, obviously, not a lefty. I don't know why I said that. Must have had his glove off when I looked up. Not sure where that one missed. 2-0.
Yeah, there've been some pitches that I'm not sure where they missed or hit the zone, and quite the departure from the first 4 innings in the way the game was called.
He's pumping in the velocity, though. That one fouled off right towards the cars. And may have caromed off of, couldn't tell. Yours is fine, though. Park's far enough away.
I hope.
It's 2-1. You guys just don't trust me in where to park. Noah didn't trust me where to park at Green Hill. You didn't trust me where to park
What do
here.
you mean? I trusted you exactly. I parked exactly where you told me.
Yeah, so did Noah. He still didn't trust me.
Oh, my gosh.
He was giving me grief over it. First foul ball, that was it. All that's headed right for the truck.
Well, his truck's also a tank.
Wasn't even close. 3-1, that is going to hit him. And that is going to be a free base here for rookie Allison all the way down to first. So a runner on here. And Brayton Green will be at the plate to bring on a courtesy runner. It'll be Collier Bush coming on to run. Braden Green, he was hit by pitches last time up. Struck out his first time up. This is his third different pitcher that he's faced. Actually, that's a lie. He faced the Van Orman in his first 2 appearances at the plate. Swings first pitch down the line, and that is going to catch some of those CPA players down there in the bullpen. Had a younger guy out there trying to save him. He didn't quite get to it in time. It's 0-1 to Braden Green. Runner on first base is Collier Bush, running for rookie Allison, who was hit by a pitch. McLean comes home. Called strike in the outside corner. That is way out there. Must be a JV game coming up after this one. McLean readies for the 0-2 as the wind continues to blow off the end of the bat. Try it again. Good battle.
Yeah, really good battle swing there by Braden Green just to get enough of that ball to stay alive. One of those where it's a little too close to take with 2 strikes on you.
Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. The Bees trying to put something together, trailing by 3 runs now. Runner on first base is Collier Bush. And Green will ask for time. Wyatt Curtis started this game on the mound for the Bees, was really solid. Gave up the first 3 runs of the game. That one misses outside. Spoke probably a little too soon, but I assumed it. That one is far enough outside to be called a ball.
That absolutely should be a ball.
The Bees trying to mount another comeback as they tried to do against Watertown on Thursday. Trying not to drop 2 in a row. Breaking ball misses away, and it's 2-2. Scored the first 3 runs of the game against Watertown in the top of the first, but could not play anything after that. Didn't even get to third base until the 7th inning.
Yeah, and you got to give Noah Murphy, the freshman from Watertown, started a lot of credit. He really bared down after that first inning.
Check over to first. Collier Bush back in safely. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Been a long AB so far for Braden Green after rookie Allison was hit. McLean has struggled to find the strike zone in the first 2 batters. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Big strikeout there for McLean on the mound, his first.
Yeah, got Braden Green to expand his zone a little bit there. Chased one a little up high, just couldn't get his hands around on it quick enough.
So it'll be Juju Yano coming to the plate with a runner on first base and 1 out now here in the top of the 6th. Trying to flip it back to the top of the lineup. Yano was last time up, was up with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 4th. He lined out to Gregory at second base. First pitch in there, low, ball 1. Justin Fallon standing on deck. Collier Bush diving back in after the check over to first. Once again, appreciate everyone tuning in. Keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from, and make sure you give us a like and a share on Facebook. This one swung on out towards right field. Air getting underneath it. Catch is made out in right by the right fielder, Quinn Kunkel, for the 2nd out of the inning. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yes, we are broadcasting on YouTube as well. Facebook and YouTube, Upper Cumberland Reporter, both places. Make sure you like and follow the pages on both sides. Justin Fallon back to the plate. He's been to the plate 3 times. He has been on base 3 times. 2 walks, a double, and he has scored 2 runs. He's got a runner on first base here with 2 outs. Misses outside. Bees are 14-9 on the year. In danger of falling to 14-10. And one heck of a schedule that they have played. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, when they've played talent that's a little bit more local to the Upper Cumberland, they've dominated just about every turn. And compare it to when you go to Hoover, Alabama, and you play nationally ranked teams there. You play a CPA, you add Watertown. They've played some really tough teams.
That one misses inside. Yeah, you've played Baylor and now CPA in Division II Class 2. Played Watertown, one of the best teams in 2A. You go down to Alabama, take on really good teams down there. You go down to Georgia, take on really good teams down there.
Played in Knoxville earlier in the season, too.
They take on some really good talent. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Big swing there by Fallon. It's 2-2.
Yeah, he was eyeing that 385 sign out there in dead center. He was trying to park one over that fence.
Going with the classic stirrups look. Deuce is wild here in the 6th. 2-2, 2 outs, runner on first. Check swing, and he got him to go at it. It's a strikeout to end the inning, and we head to the bottom of 6. Second strikeout for McLean in the inning. It's a 6-3 lead for the Lions. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Nick's Restaurant in the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Delicious pan pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Christ Presbyterian Academy in Nashville, Tennessee. Upperman trails 6-3 and making another change on the mound as we get started here in the bottom of the 6th. Caden Shanks is going to be on the mound. He's got a really good season going so far on the mound. 5-1 record in 8 appearances, 6 starts. This will be his 3rd relief appearance. He does have a save on the season, a 2.00 ERA in 35 innings. He's got 50 strikeouts to 21 walks and a batting average against of 123. He gets to face 6, 7, and 8. Weston Parker, Luke Williams, and Chase Gregory in the lineup for CPA, who already lead at 6-3.
High 80s, low 90s on the fastball. Certainly the hardest throw that CPA has seen so far today, and his job is simple here. You're trying to get them 3 up, 3 down, keep the lead right here at 6-3, and give the offense a chance going into the 7th.
Weston Parker has struck out twice, both of them to Wyatt Curtis. He's 0 for 2. First one misses away to him, 1-0. Off the end of the bat, and a foul ball. He was actually a little bit ahead of that one. They're going to get a new ball in there. One count to Weston Parker at the plate. Breaking ball, hit right side. Carson Holroyd is out there and will make the catch. So they made the change as Chris Worsing came to first base for Alec Wilson. Now Chris Worsing is at second base. Alec Wilson back at first. Yano at short. And Carson Holroyd is out in right. First down, Luke Williams will come to the plate. Trying to close the door and get the offense back up there. They trail 6-3. First pitch from Shanks. Foul ball. It's caught off the net by Shoup. That was pretty good.
It was a pretty Pretty quick reflexes there. Hard bounce off of the net.
Comes the 0-1. That one's a called strike. It's 0-2. Yeah, a little bit of a change. You go from Wyatt Curtis to Alec Wilson and now Caden Shanks, who was touching 90 against Cumberland County in his appearance on Tuesday. That one misses. Okay, that's strike 3. Birdie's lounge strikeout for Caden Shanks. And again, we'll be honest, that was not a strike, but Shanks will take it. It's his first strikeout of the day.
At least started to even out both ways, where some of these pitches that have been a little bit further out of the zone, he's called it both ways.
And we'll have a pinch hitter here for CPA. It was Chase Gregory's lineup. And again, another large human being.
And that feels like an understatement. That looks like a grown man.
That is John Wayne Oliver.
That's a heck of a name.
Now we've got time called.
Looks like he ought to be playing left tackle on the field a few hundred feet away from here.
Now he'll step in against Shanks with 2 outs. Called strike.
The no batting glove look as well, the old school approach. I like it.
That one misses. 1-1. Shanks working out of the windup with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. And there goes the bat. And maybe you should have batting gloves on.
maybe that approach is not the correct approach.
And it's 1-2.
Tell me the last time you saw that happen at a high school game.
I can't. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen at a high school game.
Nope. Trying to send a message down to Carson Shoup at third
well,
base.
he kind of threw it at his coach Nesbitt down there in the coach's box. It is 1-2 with 2 outs. Shanks rocks and fires, swing and a miss. It's going to be a Birdie's Lounge strikeout. They tried to apply the tag. They'll throw it down to first anyways. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning quickly. 1, 2, 3. And the Bees coming to their final chance in the game in the top of the 7th. They need 3 runs to extend it. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the Southwell Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at CPA, it's the final chance for the Upperman Bees in the top of the 7th. They'll have 2, 3, and 4. Caden Shanks, Chris Worsing, and Alec Wilson. That's who you want at the plate. If you're trying to mount a comeback, you trail by 3 runs, 6-3. You're going to be doing it against a new pitcher in Eli Young, who is now on the mound for the CPA Lions. Caden Shanks added on to his total of now 9 triples on the season in his last AB. Brought home a run that actually tied the game. Or what would have, he came home to tie after that, I should say. Brought home Fallon to score the 2nd run for the Bees. And so he'll try to get it started here in the 7th. They need at least 3 to extend this one. Breaking ball misses away, 1-0.
Yeah, and you're going to want to be patient here against Young. Yeah, we're talking in warm-ups. He's a little all over the place in warm-ups, was in the dirt a lot, so force him to put a strike on you before you overreact and swing early to give him an out.
There's a called strike, 1-1. Shanks has only recorded the one hit so far. Fly out in the first, sac fly RBI in the second. He's got 2 runs driven in. Or in the third, I should say. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. It's strike 2. He came in to face 3 batters there in the bottom of the 6th. Just kind of keep him fresh. Kind of like what we saw. Wyatt Curtis was warming up in the bullpen against Watertown on Thursday. Didn't enter the ball game, but could be the same thing there for Shanks. Keep him fresh before possible start on Tuesday against the Wildcats. Comes the 1-2. Breaking ball. 2-2. The wind still gusting a little bit. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Bees will get big matchup with Livingston Academy on Monday and Tuesday. Home and away. It'll be the final 2 7 AAA games of the year. This one out towards left center, and that is going to drop for Caden Shanks. He's looking for 2. Legging it out, and he is going to be in there safely. It's a leadoff South Willow Auto Clinic double for Caden Shanks here in the top of the 7th.
And a really good swing to just inside out that ball and flip it into left center field. He ends up at second with the double. A good start to the inning with the middle of your lineup coming up. You need base runners to get them in, so now it's up to Chris Worsing to see if he can break through with a hit.
Coach Nesbitt immediately coming out. He's going to talk things over on the mound. With Eli Young is out there, there is another player warming up in the bullpen. They actually may be making a change already after 1 batter.
Wow.
They are. So we mentioned how they were kind of having a party down there in the bullpen, and they are making a change after the leadoff batter gets aboard. We will step aside. It's a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen. Let you know who it is coming up after this on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Well, Eli Young lasted all of 1 batter as Caden Shanks roped a double out to left center. He stands on second base, and Young was ousted for Cooper Daniel, who is now on the mound, a righty, who is pumping it in there maybe a little bit more consistently. And we'll see what the Bees can do against him. He gets to face Chris Worsing, the first batter up. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. The Bees need 3 runs and a good start with Caden Shanks on second base.
Yeah, and it looks like another pitcher that's going to rely more on movement and pinpointing location, not necessarily throwing hard, at least hard by the standards of, say, Caden Shanks, who's hitting high 80s, low 90s consistently. But another tough test here for Chris Worsing on deck. He's going to have to pick up that timing quickly, a slow delivery to the plate. Maybe someone you can maybe take an extra 90 feet on if you're out there on the base path like Caden Shanks is.
And they still have people warming up in the bullpen as well. So if this keeps getting out of hand and the Bees keep putting runs on the board, we may see more changes. The CPA team, they are deep. They also have a whole JV roster that's warming up still to our left over in the practice field. So they've got all kinds of players. It'll be Chris Worsing stepping to the plate. Has not reached base yet. He had a sac fly, well, more of a sac line drive there in the 5th inning that drove home a run, that brought in the tying run at the time to make it 3-3. A couple of pop-outs before that to short and to first. And he comes to the plate here with a runner on second base in the form of Caden Shanks and nobody out. First pitch swinging at the first baseman. Williams steps on the bag. It does move the runner up to third base, so 1 out, and now Shanks over to third. So a productive out there for Chris Worsing. Alec Wilson will step to the plate. Walked in the first. Since then, he has popped out and lined out.
Worth pointing out, also a save situation here as well.
Yep. That one misses for ball one. CPA trying to win their 6th game in a row before heading into region play on Tuesday and Wednesday. This one hit well by Wilson out towards center field, but playable. It will bring home a run. Kane Shanks will score his 2nd run of the day and makes it 6-4. It's a sac fly RBI, but the Bees are down to their final out.
Yeah, another productive out there. It scores the run. Now the only thing is you've got nobody on base and 2 outs, so you're looking for some 2-out magic here, beginning with Evan Huddleston if you're Upperman.
Huddleston has been aboard twice in the last 2 plate appearances, both of them walks. We'll see what he can do here against Cooper Daniel, who is the 5th pitcher used today by CPA. First pitch in there for a called strike. He's been pumping them in the zone, and you can see why they made the change.
Yeah, Eli Young in warm-ups kind of looked a little all over the place, so a quick hook for Coach Nesbitt there.
He rips that breaking ball off, and it misses somewhere, and it's 1-1.
And we mentioned with Huddleston, obviously 2 walks his last 2 at-bats. You'll absolutely take that here if you're Upperman. You just need base runners.
Comes the 1-1. And that'll be 1-2 after a foul tip, and the Bees now down to their final strike with 2 outs. Bees in danger of dropping 2 in a row to 2 of the best teams in the state. Watertown on Thursday, CPA here today, both of them on the road. The 1-2. Missed, and it's 2-2. Huddleston trying to keep this game alive. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball misses away, and it's 3-2. He did this last time. He worked a full count, was able to draw a walk. We'll see if he's able to do it again. Daniel, the 3-2. Called strike 3, and that'll end the ball game. The final score, 6-4. CPA knocks off Upperman, and now 2 losses in a row for the Bees on the road.
Yeah, and ultimately it ended up being the bottom of the 5th that made the difference there. CPA responded to a 2-run top of the 5th from Upperman that tied the game at 3, and they came out after getting that first out. They came out. They were aggressive early in the count. They got pitches they liked, and they didn't miss. They hit some. They had a little bit of luck because none of them were really hit hard outside of the double, but outside of that, they took advantage of a couple pitches early in the account, were able to take a 6-3 lead and hold on from there as a really, really good baseball game between 2 really good teams.
This is the South Willow Auto Clinic post-game show as we welcome you into it. The final score 6-4 in favor of CPA. They improve to 19-8 on the year. Upperman falls to 14-10. But again, don't let that record sway you from how good this team is. They play one of the toughest schedules in the state. The final lines for both sides: 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error in the field for the Bees. 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors in the field for Christ Presbyterian. On the mound, it was White Curtis that had a pretty good outing going. 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Kane Shanks came on as well. You mentioned it. It was the 5th whenever it kind of got out of hand. Getting the win today will be Van Orman on the mound, the freshman for CPA. 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. At the plate today, Kane Shanks had a really good day, 2 for 3 with 2 runs driven in and 2 runs scored. Justin Fallon was 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. He drew a couple of walks. They had 3 of the 4 hits for the Bees. Carson Shoup, the other hit for Upperman today. On the other side for CPA, Hudson Chance scored a couple of runs. He was 1 for 2. Steele Chance was 1 for 2 with a run driven in and a run scored. Nobody had more than 1 hit, but they did compile 6 hits on the day. Rusty, who are you going to go with for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game?
Yeah, for the second straight game, I'm going to go with Van Orman. I'm going to go with the freshman starter that did a good job really outside of that 3rd inning where he gave up the 1 run. Thought he pitched really well over those first 4 innings, did a good job of keeping Upperman off balance. He allowed CPA to build a little bit of a lead and never really allowed Upperman to get comfortable in the box against him, and it ultimately ended up being not enough for a win necessarily because of Upperman coming back, but I was really impressed by him as a freshman on the mound, so I'm going to go with him today.
Final score 6-4. Van Orman, your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game from CPA on the mound, gets the win. 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts. The Bees fall in the 2nd straight game. However, they'll get going back into district play coming up Monday and Tuesday in 7 AAA play against Livingston Academy. 14-10. They are undefeated in district play, so they'll try to get it going back into the winning ways of things on Monday and Tuesday. That's going to do it for us today. Appreciate everyone tuning in. For Rusty Ellis, I'm Jacob Vinson saying so long from CPA as the Lions win it 6-4.